My goodness, Bulls Nation, what a game. Almost gave me a heart attack. But the Bulls pulled through, and DR is the MVP of the game. We're going to talk about this Bulls game and the Raptors free throw right after this.
You're listening to Chicago Bulls Nation, your home for all things Chicago Bulls.
Oh my goodness, Bulls Nation. The Raptors helped us on this game by a lot. By missing a lot of free throws. I can tell you that. But I got to give credit to the Bulls. They battled back, being 19 down on the, I think it's in the half or something, or third quarter. It was brutal. I thought it was going to be over. So I was watching the game, and I got this ritual. I know we all Bulls fan have some ritual. So I was like watching the game, and I couldn't stand it anymore. So I was just like, you know what? Let me go in the garage and work out. Because maybe I don't want to watch this. I don't want to be a part of a losing team like this. I'm going to listen to them. So I went, in the garage and turned on the radio AM and listening to Swirsky and Bill Wennington. And I was just like, all right, man, they're coming back. Third quarter, and they were down big. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna stay here. I'm not gonna watch the game. And then they started coming back. And then it got exciting. I got tempted. I'm not gonna lie, but I stuck to it. So I was just like, you know what? This is what brought us back. I'm going to stay in the garage. And I did. And boy, I was listening to the play-by-play. And it gives you a different perspective. And I was like, man, what a game by the Bulls. Now I'm rewatching it right now because I got on demand and all that stuff. It is beautiful. What a beautiful game, man. I mean, DeMar struggled in the first half. But Zach LaVine took over. Zach LaVine, the guy, I'm not going to lie, I'm one of those guys who said he doesn't deserve the max. And maybe he still doesn't, but he's showing us the maturation process since after the All-Star break. Zach has been balling out. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend that it didn't happen. I'm one of those guys where I kind of be like, all right, man, maybe he didn't deserve it. And maybe he still doesn't. But we can't deny, man, he took over this game. Without Zach, this game would be nothing. DeMar helped out as well. Everyone chipped in. The defense picked up at the second half. Alex Caruso did great outside of that foul. I still don't think that is a shooting foul against Siakam. That was a bad call by the ref. But DR helped us, and also Siakam. Patrick Williams, look at that jam over Pirtle. And this is where the game is kind of like in the third quarter. It was like, all right, this is kind of iffy now. They're kind of slipping away. But Zach refused to. Zach refused to give it up. The game. Everyone, and then Patrick Williams as well kept on chipping in. My God, what a game! What a game by the Bulls, and to think of everything is in the line. This is like a game 7. Look at that, Patrick Williams just pulling up casually from 3. This is down 10. Vooch, and they slowly chipped away. Slowly. Defensive stops after defensive stops, like that DeMar DeRozan right there. That should have been a charging foul, and Zach pulling up for 3. I was like, no, and he made it. And I was just like, man, fourth quarter, here we go. We might choke, but Zach didn't want to. It's like Zach refused to just give in, and I think this is where Caruso, all the way in, and was that an N1? No, that wasn't the N1. I know he tied it up on a 3-pointer or something. But here you go. No, we got the lead. And it was, where's Scotty Barnes anyway? He doesn't feel like, but Caruso was disrupted this game. Also, he was a key factor in this game. Patrick Williams, Kobe White did some good contribution. Everyone, this is the big 3 by Patrick Beverley right here. Big 3, because that gave us some cushion. And with that cushion, it was kind of like putting pressure against the Toronto Raptors. We weren't hitting the 3-pointer in the first half at all. Not sure if it's, again, the height of Toronto. And DeMar DeRozan with a jam right here. My God. What a game, man. And now off to Miami. DR has to travel with us. I'm just saying. First class. We need her shouting at the Miami bench again. This is not coincidence anymore. I mean, what, 18? Is that 18 free throws that they missed? And Siakam, that was big. That was big miss towards the end because he had an opportunity to tie the game. Once he missed one, that was it for Toronto. And it'll be interesting for Toronto in this upcoming offseason. And the Bulls should look into this. because depending on where they go from here, I'm talking about the Bulls as well. They might have a fire sale because Van Vliet is free agent, Jakob Poeltl as well. Who knows what they would do with Siakam? They might hold on to Scotty Barnes. I would if I was Toronto, and if I was Toronto, I would build around Scotty Barnes and Poeltl. Although I don't know if that's what they want, but for sure Scotty Barnes took a step back. Might be that sophomore slump. I don't know, but I still if I was Toronto, but if I was the Bulls, I'll keep an eye on those players, especially Poeltl. Especially like if Vooch decides to test free agency, so we're gonna have that money. You might be able to sweep Poeltl in for something's lower than what you would get Vooch for. I don't know, especially what it would happen right now. Drummond here, some good contributions as well. Overall, good team effort by the Bulls. I love what I saw here. It was a very exciting game. Now off to Miami. I don't know about you guys, but I like our chances against Miami. I shouldn't be saying that because that's the game that we're going to lose. I know they are a more experienced team. They can hit the three-pointer. They can get hot as well. But I feel like we match up well with them size-wise. And if they're not hitting the three-pointers, which that should be our point of emphasis, then I think we have a great chance, a better chance against Miami than the Raptors. But we'll see on Friday. And if we go past by them, my goodness, who's waiting for us is our nightmare, which is the Milwaukee Bucks. But, one game at a time. Let's savor this win. Whatever happens on Friday, it would not erase the fact that the Bulls showed heart and resiliency in this game. And the biggest stage so far, Zach LaVine showed up and Patrick Williams. So I'm really happy about that. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this Bulls Nation. Also, if you're a Bulls fan, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate that. We're going to have more content like this, even though after the season is over, even if it's early for the Bulls, we're going to keep the content coming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.